Hello guys, you are welcome again to my YouTube channel. In this YouTube channel, as you all know, we'll be taking ourselves further in the series of teaching, learning, and acquiring skills, lessons and tutorials on how to become a very good graphic designer. If you are aspiring to be a professional graphic designer, you are actually at the right channel. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, consider subscribing to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also click on the like button. You can give a comment and also don't forget to click on the bell like button to be updated the next time I post on this channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be taking us further on learning on how to power clip quickly. Now, majority of us will be wondering by power clipping. Power clipping is nothing much. Power clipping is actually one of the skills, one of the things that our graphic designer should know. Now, before we move further, I would like us to talk about what power clipping actually means. Power clipping or power clip is actually one of the effects that we have in CorelDRAW. So if you are yet to understand what power clipping means, now you are actually going to sit tight and wait for this. Now, power clip gives you the ability to place an object or multiple objects inside the container. This container can be made up of a single object, several objects, or text. What we are saying is that power clipping is just a way of placing an object inside another object. That is a way of placing something specifically into a container. So in this tutorial, we'll be taking us on how to do this thing exceedingly. Now, the majority of us don't know this. Now, power clipping is not only to place an object inside another object. You can actually place an object inside our text. You can actually place a text inside an object. So this thing actually go both ways. So what we'll be doing now is that we will be taking us into the tutorial fully. So without wasting much of our time, let's get right into the tutorial. Now, one first thing that we are going to do is that we are actually going to create our own particular canvas. Now, I said it earlier, I've been saying this for a while now. Now, this is our canvas that we'll be working in, but we cannot do anything in this unless we actually create our own custom canvas. So in order to do that, we go to our tools bar and we select rectangle tool. We double click on rectangle tool to give us this perfect shape. As you can see, we have this our square shape here. So this is our canvas. What we do now is that we take away the outline by going to the color palette and right click on this stroke here. So we return it by pressing P. So now the next thing that we'll be doing is that to import the stock image that we'll be using. So we can, as you all know, that we can actually import our stock image by either go to the file here and locate import, or we right click out of the working environment, or we hold on to our control and select I. So we have two images that we'll be using, this one and this one. So we have these images that we'll be using, this one and this one. So this one is having background and this one is not having background, and we'll be making use of these two resources to actually get to our work. So I'm going to select the two and I'm going to select my import. I'm going to click and drag just like that, as you can see. So now I said it earlier that power clipping is a means of putting an object inside another object. We cannot put these two together now. So what we're doing is that after we've created our canvas, our own canvas, now we want to place this inside this object, inside this canvas that we created. So what we now do is that we have several methods of power clipping. Now sit and watch. The number one method of power clipping is to go to the object, select the object that you want to power clip, then you just move your cursor to the object here and select what power clip. You see it right there, power clip, and you see it here, place inside frame. So if you select place inside frame, it's going to give you this kind of angle, this arrow. So you can just click on wherever you want to place your object in. So just select here, as you can see, it moves inside. Now if it moves inside just like this, now the object that you power clip inside another object becomes one with the object that you power clip it inside. Now what I mean is that now you cannot access this one again. As you can see, they have actually become one. If you still don't get that, let me give it an outline. Can you see it now? This is this is the our canvas that we created the other time. So we're having our image inside this canvas, as you can see. So it becomes just one. So now what we now do is that that's the first method of power clipping. Now if you don't want to do that, sorry, I'm coming. Now if you don't want to do that, we have another method of power clipping, and this another method is either to right click on the image or the object that you want to power clip and select power clip inside. It's going to give us the same arrow that it shows the other time. So we are going to click here, and as you can see, it actually does the good job. So now what's the third method of power clipping inside the power clip is by what? Is by right click on it without leaving the key. Right click on this and drag to wherever you want to power clip inside, then you drop, then you see this what power clip inside again, then you can just do it just like that. So either way, you are actually doing a very nice job. So I want to power clip this inside this our rectangle shape. So now in order to do this, you can just use any of the methods that I've described so far. So you can just right click here and then power clip inside. But the most but the method that I love using most is this right click and select power clip inside. If I don't do that, I can actually right click and power clip inside just like that. So that is that about power clipping. So I can just power clip this and place it inside this place. Now before we move further, there's one particular thing that I want us to actually learn as well. Now by power clipping, now I said that this what we power clip has become one with what we power clip inside. Now what if you now want to access what we actually power clip? Now how do we access this thing? Now the only way that we can actually access this power clip is by what? Is by right click on the image or anything that whatever we power clip inside, we can just right click on this thing. Now we just right click like this and we select what? Edit power clip. That is, we are going to right click on both what we power clip and the thing we power clip inside. So now we just select edit power clip just like this, and as you can see, we can actually access our image. So if we want to scale it up just like this, we can actually do that. Now after we are done power clipping, you can just select finish here, and that is just that. As you can see, it is looking so much amazing. So assuming that we don't want to do that, we still have methods of another method of accessing this power clip. Now how do we now access this image that is inside without opening it, that is without selecting edit power clip? So the only method to do that, I mean the shortcut main of doing that, is that select hold on to our Alt key, then we do what? We just click on the image that you want to edit. As you can see, we can move it wherever we like. Are you getting me now? Without actually disrupting anything. So we can just move it just like this. Whatever you want to do into to this image, you can do it, but you must have already add to your Alt key. Now after holding your Alt key, just select, you can release the holding on the Alt key, and you can do whatever you like. So when you are done, you can just click outside. Now what if I want to power clip inside text? You know I said earlier that we can power clip inside other object, or we power clip inside the text. Now how do I power clip inside our text? Now by to power clip inside text, I will have to select my text tool and click somewhere around there. Let me say let me write Mora. Let me just write Mora just like this. Now I can change the font style to whatever I want. Let's say I change it to secured, that is right there. Now so this is the text that we'll be using. Now I want to power clip this image right inside this thing. How do I do it? I can do it with any methods that I've taught us before. So I can just go to the select the image, then go to the file, select the image, go to the object and select power clip, then place power clip inside. As you can see, can you see it now? Can you see the image inside this thing? So in order to now access this thing, I can just do what? Go down to my Alt and select like this, and just scale it up like that. Can you see it now? Can you see it? Hope you can see that. Now I'm going to make use of another object, another image that I will power clip inside this our text. Now in order for you to see it very clearly, so I'm going to right click here and select my import, then I will have to go to where I keep my resources. So let's say effects. Let me go to effects. I think I have it right here. Sorry, okay. Let me use this goldish template here. I'll just click here. Now after I've selected this, now I want to powerclip this goldish image. I want to powerclip inside my text. So I can also as well powerclip inside this same shape here. So now in order to powerclip it, I can use any method that I've taught us so far. So I can go to object and I can select what's it called, powerclip, and select place inside. Then I can just, as you can see, it gives me that kind of effect. So that is just that. Now as you can see that we have that kind of goldish effect inside our text. So that is just on how to do that. Now I want to access my powerclip very fast. Now I said earlier that we have methods of accessing our powerclip. Now I can just right click, select my edit powerclip, then go to if I want to access the powerclip of this model as well, I can place my cursor on it and right click and select edit powerclip as well, as you can see. Or better see, I can just do what? I can just make use of shortcut method by holding onto my control and double click on my powerclip, just like this. As you can see, it just open right away. If I want to access this one as well, I can just hold on to my control and double click as well. As you can see, it opens up to me. So that is that about power clipping. So if you want to power clip this as well, you can just, let me just do this something like this. Okay, let me use this method. So I just do it just like that. So that's bring us to the end of this tutorial. I believe by following this tutorial from beginning to the end, you've actually learned one thing or the other. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel as well, please, I will keep saying this, subscribe to my channel. Please and subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell like button. You can give a comment if you have anything to say concerning this tutorial. If you have any question, and you can actually click and just drop a comment, and I promise that I will give a response to your comment. And also please, you can actually as well follow me on the IG, as you can see on the screen. Thanks for your time. I so much appreciate you. Don't forget that I always love you, and you can actually share this video to others, refer people to this channel. I love you all. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.